A lot of us spend a lot of time in sitting, and that sitting can create a lot of upper back and lower back stiffness. So I'm going to show you 4 simple exercises that we can do on a daily basis to help combat some of that stiffness that we feel. You're going to need a foam roller, and then you're going to need a yoga block or a bath towel folded over. So for this first exercise, we're going to need our foam rollers, and I want you to just come and face your roller, popping your feet together and just taking your knees just a little bit out to the side. We're going to come into a child pose, but just with a bit of extra variation using the foam roller. So I want you to pop your hands on the top of your foam roller and take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, I just want you to roll that foam roller away from you, and then just taking your gaze down towards the mat, just lengthening through the back of that neck. And then inhale as we bring it all the way back. And again, exhale as we reach away. And just take that gaze again down between your hands or your arms. And then inhale as we come back through. If you want to stay down there for a little bit longer, just to get a little bit more out the stretch, just take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out, but staying soft through them hips. So don't let them hips lift up. Really reach the hips away as well. And then inhale as you come back through. So this next exercise, what we're going to do is called thread the needle. So you want to bring your foam roller to the left-hand side of you. And I want you to come into what we call an all-fours position. So placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders, keeping your elbows nice and extended, and bring your knees hip distance apart as well as your feet, and keeping what we call this tailbone tucked under, so we've got a nice strong flat back. I want you to take your right hand and I want you to place the back of the right hand onto the top of the foam roller, and then take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to reach that roller away, bending that left elbow as you take that ear down towards your mat. Inhale as you bring it back through. Exhale, reach it away. Stay nice and relaxed through them hips and the feet. Don't let them lift off. If you want to, just stay and hold and just take a couple of breaths in this position. So for this next exercise, we're going to lie down onto our foam roller, making sure the base of our head is resting on the roller and our feet are in line with our hips, staying nice and grounded. We want to think about keeping those ribs down, keeping that pelvis nice and strong. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to lift them arms up as we exhale and turn the palms in, keeping the shoulders wide and nice and relaxed. On our next exhale, we're going to reach them fingertips back overhead, really lengthening through them shoulders. Inhale as we come back up. All the time thinking about keeping those ribs down. We don't want them ribs to lift off, because we want to isolate them shoulders. Inhale back up. Exhale, really reach back. Think about reaching the fingertips to the opposite wall. Inhale back. Our last exercise that we're going to work on is arm openings, and this is where you're going to need either your yoga block or your bath towel folded up. And we're going to come into a side lying position. So we're going to come and lie down on our side, place that bottom arm nice and long underneath. From here, you want to make sure that your feet are in line with your back and your hips. And we also want to make sure our hips and our pelvis are stacked and in line. Stay nice and relaxed through the head. I want you to take the other hand and pop it on top. From here, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to reach them fingertips, and we're going to reach all the way overhead, keeping the knees grounded into the mat, and we're just going to reach as far as we can, taking our gaze with it. And then inhale as we bring it back through. Exhale, really reach. Really nice stretch this, opening through the front of that chest, providing some rotation through them ribs. Complete each of these exercises up to once a day, and I would do around 6 reps for one set. If you're looking to take up these exercises, I would complete them around once a day. Sometimes it's good to do them at the end of the day if you've had a really busy, stressful day sat at a desk or driving. And I would do around one set for 8 reps of each of those exercises. A lot of us spend a lot of time in sitting, and that sitting can create a lot of upper back and lower back stiffness. So I'm going to show you 4 simple exercises that we can do on a daily basis to help combat some of that stiffness that we feel. You're going to need a foam roller, and then you're going to need a yoga block or a bath towel folded over.